Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel where we post daily videos on cutting edge technologies. Today, we've got something truly special for you. Meet the Gemini 1.5 Pro model. And this isn't just any upgrade, it's a game changer. From its ultra responsive interface to the groundbreaking performance, this model is designed to impress. But don't just take our word for it. We are gonna put the Gemini 1.5 Pro to the ultimate test to see if it lives up to the hype. Firstly, you have to make sure that on the right hand side for the model you are selecting the Gemini 1.5 Pro, although we have the Gemini 1.5 Flash available, which is insanely fast, but in this video we are gonna be testing the Gemini 1.5 Pro. So I'm gonna start testing this model firstly on the basis of its mathematical and logical reasoning capabilities. So firstly, I'm going to start with a very basic question. I'm going to say what is the factorial of 5? And it has provided us the answer to be 120, which is correct. Next, I'm going to say that a person crosses 600-meter long street in 5 minutes. What is his speed in kilometers per hour? Okay, so it has provided the answer to be 72 kilometers per hour along with all the conversion steps, and it is correct. Next, I'm going to test it with an equation that what is 2 plus 3 plus 8 divided by 4 minus 5 times 4 minus 3 equals to. Okay, so here it is providing us all the steps of solving the equation, and this brings us to the answer which is equal to 2, and it is absolutely correct. For the next question, I'm going to ask it that a bat and a ball together cost around $1.20. The bat costs $1 more than the ball. How much is the ball? Firstly, it is assuming x to be the cost of the ball. The bat cost is x plus $1. And we also know that the cost of ball plus the cost of bat equals $1.20. Now for solving x leads us to the answer 0.10 or the 10 cents, which is absolutely correct. The next question is that in a row of students, John is 8 from the left hand and Mary is 12 from the right hand. Calculate the total number of students present in the row. So here it is clearly said that we need more information to solve this problem, and it didn't provide us any number by performing any calculation. And if you have seen the GPT-4o model testing video, you'll remember that the GPT-4o model was able to answer this question correctly, and even the GPT-4 model provided us some numerical value for the number of students in the row by performing some calculation. But here the Gemini 1.5 Pro clearly said that we need more information to solve the problem, so it is clearly failed. I'm gonna end this category with a very tricky question that a room contains only 3 people. The first person is reading a book. The second person is playing chess. Based on this, what is the most likely activity that the third person is engaged in? So it is saying that there is not enough information to determine the third person's activity, and clearly it's a fail, as the question clearly says that there are 3 people in the room. First person is reading a book, the second is playing chess, and it is obvious that he might be playing chess with some other person. And since there are only 3 people in the room, so the third person is also playing chess just like the second person. But Gemini 1.5 Pro failed to answer this question. Now I'm gonna test out its coding capabilities. For that, I'm gonna ask it to write a code in Python to check whether a number is even or odd. And without any delay or any error, it will provide us the correct code to find whether a number is even or odd. And in addition to it, it will provide us an explanation and the example usage for the function. Next, I'm gonna ask it to create the Python code for the tic-tac-toe game. And here is the code. You can see that by looking at it, there are no any apparent errors. It has created different functions for all the scenarios. It has covered everything. So I'm gonna give it a pass. Next, I'm gonna see if it is able to perform code completion. So I'm gonna ask it to complete this code, and it is actually the function header for the factorial of a number. And yeah, it has provided us the implementation for the function which we provided to it. So that's a pass. And then finally, I'm gonna ask it to complete the C++ code, which is actually the function definition for the linear search in C++, and I wanted to convert it into the Python language. Okay, so firstly, it is completing the C++ code just like I wanted it to be. And after providing the complete implementation of the linear search function, the C++ language, now it is providing us the Python equivalent for the code. So it's a clear pass. Now let's move towards our next testing category, which is the image analysis. For that, firstly, I'm gonna upload an image. So here is the image which I'm gonna use. It is actually the menu of a Chinese restaurant, and all the elements are written in Chinese language. So I'm gonna ask it to translate the text present in this image into English, and let's see if it is able to do it or not. Okay, so it has started translating the Chinese language into English. This is the title, here are the main dishes, and it has converted everything into English just by looking at the image. So that's a really cool feature, that it was able to look at the image, fetch all the text which was present in the Chinese language, then translated it into English. Next, I'm gonna upload another image, and as you can see that it is a geometrical question that provides a triangle, 3 angles inside it, and the question is to find the size of the angle labeled G. And for the prompt, I'm gonna ask it to solve the question present in the image, and let's see if it is able to analyze this image and find the value for the angle G or not. Okay, so it has identified that it is an isosceles triangle. Then it is using the angle sum property, and it is provided the value of angle G to be 81 degrees, which is wrong. So the correct course of action was to firstly solve this triangle, and since we already know that the 3 angles of a triangle equals 180 degrees, so using that criteria we will find the value of this particular angle right here. Then since this angle and this angle are on the straight line, so the sum of angles of straight line equals to 180 degree. Using that we will solve for this angle, and once we get the value of this particular angle, then you can see that for this triangle the 3 sides are equal. So for an equilateral triangle, all the 3 sides and all the 3 angles are equal. So the value which was of this angle will be the same as the value for this angle. So the value provided by Gemini 1.5 Pro is wrong. And then finally, I'm gonna upload another image. You can see that it is a bar chart that compares the sales strategy, and I'm gonna ask the Gemini 1.5 Pro to analyze the image, convert the data present in it into a table, and then explain it. So we are actually asking it to perform data analysis on the basis of this particular image. So firstly, it has identified that the image is a bar graph comparing the performance of 8 different sales strategies across 7 different products. And it has started converting the graph into table. And after that, it has started providing an explanation and the observations which are present in the graph. So you can see that just by providing a simple image and providing it an appropriate prompt, Gemini 1.5 Pro was able to analyze the image, extract the data from the bar chart, convert it into a table, and perform data analysis on it, and provided us different observations and explanation for the data. So overall, Gemini 1.5 Pro is a good model, but we cannot say that it is the best among all which are currently present. I'll highly encourage all of you to try it out for yourself, and let me know in the comments what you think about it. But that's all for this video. Thanks for watching.